Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, my name is Kristina. I'm 26 weeks pregnant and today I'm going to be showing you how I will be storing our newborns' clothing in a small limited space nursery. So if you want to see how I get on, then keep on watching. Right, so when I say limited space, I mean literally it's a very small room for a little one. But obviously they're only really going to be sleeping in here, so I don't think it's too bad. I don't want to show you too much of the nursery because obviously it's not finished and I would like to do a nursery reveal at some point. But this is what we're going to be working with today. So this we purchased from IKEA. I actually got it about 4 years ago. And I will try and link it down below, but I don't think it was too expensive. But today what we're going to be doing is filling each of these little holes with baskets. I'll be labelling them and showing you how I store everything. So please excuse the mess. This is our spare room. Doesn't really get used very often, only for when we get ready or if we have guests, which is very rarely. But I've got 12 of these baskets, what would you call them? They have got stuff in them at the moment, but I'm going to be taking it all out and redoing it all. But I got these from Wilkinsons. You can get them in Dunelm as well, but they are cheaper in Wilkinsons and they're £2.50 each, the ones that I got. And they're quite deep, they fill quite a lot, and I just thought they'd like a perfect fit for the holes that we've got in the storage. So fingers crossed everything should be dry by now. Put these on this morning, so hopefully they're dry. Maybe need a little bit longer, but I think these ones will be dry. So I'll pop these in my basket and bring them upstairs. But the first thing I'm going to be doing is emptying whatever we already have inside these and putting them into sections. So I have quite a lot of nappies and I can't actually remember what size these are. Oh God. So everything has now been put to one side. I've got all my boxes here. I've got all of his clean stuff in here. Well, not all of it. A lot of it still needs to dry, but these are all the light stuff. So the majority of the things that I have got, so I've got all the washed stuff here and I've got all brand new things here, which is still in packaging. And I have been told by my friends who are also mums not to open everything that you've received because you may not actually use it. So our little one is going to be born in December, which means it's going to be very cold for him anyway. And I have noticed a lot of the newborn stuff that I've got may not be suitable for the weather. So I am going to keep some of it in the wrapping paper or the packaging that it came in, and I will keep all of that in a separate container. So that's what I'm going to do now. Actually had to buy a single item of clothing for this little guy. Luckily we had a gender reveal party and we did get a lot of clothing bought for us. Also my mum is like obsessed. She has bought so much stuff. This is her first grandchild, so she's like, I've had to actually tell her off and tell her to stop buying stuff because I don't want her to waste her money, you know? And there's only so many things that a newborn baby can wear. Okay, so we have the empty baskets, the washed clothes, and these two are now ready to go into storage. So these are all the things that I'm not going to touch unless I have to. And if I don't have to touch them, then I will either give them to charity or try and sell them on or give them to a friend because lots of my friends are having babies at the moment. So that's two of the boxes done. So I picked up a couple of these packets of labels, adhesive labels. They've got a grey border around the edge, and I think I've got this idea from Mrs. Hinch probably. Everyone knows who that is. So yeah, what I'll be doing is popping on a label just underneath here. So what I'm kind of thinking with this, the idea of the storage is everything on the bottom row I probably won't be able to get down to. I'm guessing that once you've had a baby, it's hard to like squat and stuff. So I'm hoping that either George will help me or whatever if I need to get down there. But for now, what I'll be doing is putting everything that I won't be touching straight away in that bottom part of the storage unit. So that will include the 2 big boxes of everything that's still in the packaging, as well as extra things like nappies, lotions for him, things like that. All of the things that we've already got some of to hand, and it's just like a backup of. So I hope that makes sense. But what I'll do, I'll fill up another one full of the lotions and stuff. So give me a sec. So that's one more filled up. Lotions and extras. Just pop that on the front, under here, and then that's one of them done. Okay, so now I've kind of done all of the things that aren't clothing. I'm going to move on to clothing and separate all of this into categories. So first of all, I'm going to separate them into sleep suits, bodysuits, hats, socks, bibs, muzzies, things like that. So I'm going to just put them all into different sections, and then once I've done that, I'm going to separate them into age groups. So I'm going to speed this all up because otherwise you'll be here for ages. Okay, so we kind of have them in categories now. So we've got sleep suits, bodysuits, trousers, bodysuits with sleeves, and then we've got tops. And I've kind of kept one of them to the side because I think I'm going to bring him home in that. It just says Baby Attard on it, and that's what we used to tell my mum that I was pregnant. I just think it's quite special. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is separate them into age groups, and then we can start putting them into storage. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to go through all of his sleep suits first. I'm going to go bit by bit, and I've got 3 baskets for each one. So I'm going to do newborn, then 0 to 3, and then 3 to 6. Anything that's above that age group, I'll keep to one side, and I'll go through that once he gets to that age, and then hopefully all of this stuff won't fit him anymore, and I can just move that on to either a friend or try and sell it to make some extra pennies, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. And I'm just going to fold it up like that and pop it in like that. And I think that's the best way to make the most of the limited space that you have, in my case anyway. By doing that, it's made me realise that I don't actually have any sleep suits which are 3 to 6 months. So doing this I think is really good because it tells you what you're missing and what you still need to buy. Obviously I do still have some washing on the line waiting to dry, so hopefully once I go through all of that, then I can see if there is definitely still things that I need to buy. But we've got our 2 sections here for newborn and 0 to 3 months. So what I'll probably do is have something down the middle to kind of section it, and I'll keep this as sleep suits and the other half as baby grows. Okay, so luckily I've just got up to go for a wee and realised that my head was not in the last shots, so apologies for that, but I will continue now and you will get to see my face. The sleep suits and bodysuits done. I'm now going to pop these into the other room and start doing exactly the same thing with the trousers and the tops. guys, that is me done. Bloody hell, that took a while. There's still a few bits that I need to put in there, obviously, and I don't know, I might change it around a little bit, I'm not sure. It may not work for us. This is the thing, like, this is what I'm thinking will work for us now, but when he's here it may not work. So I just thought I'd take you along with me while I'm organising everything. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!